Okay, Coach, we're taking a look here at the hurlers. So the first girl, you said she's second from the right, Dithika, the one with the standing start. She gets a pretty good start here. All right, so she takes her 8 strides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now she looks like she has enough speed to 3-step in between. She ends up 5-stepping or in 4-stepping. Let's see what she clears it with. She goes right leg, left leg, so she's 4-stepping. All right, but she looks like she got more than enough speed to cover it. It looks like she kind of clipped it and she kind of leaned back off the first hurdle here. So right there, see how she stands backwards? And that can really just kill the momentum. So she probably could have 3-stepped this first 2 hurdles. But she definitely looks like she's got more than enough speed. All right, so really she needs to keep the hurdles low in practice. You know, for all 3 of these hurdlers, because they're all 4-stepping and 5-stepping right now, we really want to keep the first hurdle down at 12 inches. And then we can put the second hurdle. For the girls, you can put it at like 24 inches. And then you go 27 inches. And then you go 30 inches. And then you go 33 inches. All right. And for the boys, they can go from 12 inches to immediately 30 inches. Then 33, 36, and then 39 by the 5th hurdle. All right. But they all need the same thing. All right. Keep the hurdles closer. It's just that they need to develop the habit of what it feels like to run right through this hurdle with the 3-step. It doesn't matter about the height at this point. So if you put the hurdles at 30 or 33 inches, they're going to be thinking more so about ensuring that they clear the hurdle, and they're going to keep this extra pounding, right into the hurdle. The cut step is all extra big and extra heavy because they're thinking they need to jump it. And so as soon as they're out of running mode, like that's the end of the race and we can't really make progress. So the key is keep the first hurdle at 12 inches for everybody. Ensure that for a fact everybody can 3-step between 1 and 2. And then we can take it to between 2 and 3, and then 3 and 4, and then 4 and 5. All right, so looking at the next kid here, we're looking at Caden, second on the right there. And the start is good. It's tough when he's in sneakers. But it just comes with it. You said that this meet didn't allow spikes, so that's all right. But it's the same thing, right? He's 5-stepping, so that's going to be a little slower than 4-stepping. But he can clearly clear the 39-inch hurdles, and he's not afraid of them. But it's just a combination of covering the distance and clearing the 39 inches that just makes it a challenge. And so once again, he needs to take the big, strong 8 strides through the first hurdle. Let's see here how many he takes here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So he takes 8, which is good. But if this hurdle was really low at 12 inches, then at least he would get comfortable 3-step in between the first 2. And then, like I said, every hurdle just increases in height. So for the boys, we'll go 12 inches, then we'll go 30 inches, then we'll go 33, then we'll go 36, and then the 5th hurdle can finally be at 39 inches. And so what matters most is not that they can clear the 39 inches. What matters is that they're comfortable holding the 3-step rhythm over the 5 hurdles. And as they do that, then we increase the distance so we can start at 27 feet apart, then we can go to 28 feet apart, then we can go to 29 feet apart. And once they can hold 29 feet apart in practice, they'll also be able to do so in a race. We can't really critique the technique right now because it really doesn't matter when you're 5-stepping. It could be completely different when we get back to 3-stepping. And even if it's not, they could look like Lu Zhang over the hurdles and still 5-step, and it still doesn't help us any. So most important is really pushing through the hurdles to ensure that we're 3-stepping in between them. All right, so now let's look at the last kid here, Ethan. He's furthest to the left there. The same thing. He 5-steps in between every hurdle, which is a little slower than 4-stepping. All right, let's count the steps here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So he's 8-stepping again, but we still want the first 4 to be bigger so that the last 4 he feels too close and he chops the strides down. All right, but it's the same thing. We need the first hurdle at 12 inches, and then we'll go 30 inches, and then we'll go 33 inches, and then we'll go 36 inches, and then we'll go 39 inches because they can clearly clear 39, so we don't have to obsess over that. But we do have to obsess over you have to 3-step in between the hurdles. And the only way to get them comfortable with it is ensuring the hurdles are low enough so they don't have to think about the distance. And their body's going to naturally adapt at the full race distance. So you don't have to concern yourself with, oh, the hurdles are so low and they're so close that it's not going to be the real thing. It is going to be the real thing, all right? Because what we're doing is developing habits, all right? So maybe what'll happen is next race, your 2 boy hurdlers will 3-step the first 3 hurdles, and then they'll revert back to 5-stepping, and that's still a lot faster than 5-stepping every single hurdle. All right, so the recipe next week is 12 inches, 30 inches, 36, no, I'm sorry, 12, 30, 33, 36, 39. And for the girl, it can be 12, 24, 27, 30, and 33 inches. All right, coach. Hope this helps. Let me know if you have any questions. Thanks. Talk to you soon.